Jeeves and Wooster is about to enter its third series and has proved a Sunday evening primetime ratings winner for the producer's Granada. How does P.G. Wodehouse fan Stephen Fry explain the mass appeal of this rather upper-crust author?
It's to do with the innocence, I suppose, of his world, which is a very pleasing innocence. It's not a cutesy innocence or an over-ingenuous one. It is a genuine kind of paradise, really, where everyone is ultimately nice to each other, where problems can be solved and where you're looked after. But with film, it has the reality of these splendid old cars and these extraordinary houses and everything, and it's pure fantasy, but it's a very good-natured fantasy.
Now, Jeeves, why do you think they built all these tall buildings?
Well, sir, it was partly because of the restricted size of Manhattan Island, and partly because the island is solid granite and therefore capable of supporting such structures.
Nothing to do with having got planned sideways, then?
No, sir.
That's what Barney told me.
Did you want to play the silly ass? Wouldn't you rather play the smug, all-knowing Jeeves?
I'm a bit more comfortable with the silly ass. I don't quite know why that is. I don't know why that is at all. We were sort of given the choice, actually, funnily enough. The producer actually said, you know, do you think it ought to be this way around? But I've always felt, I mean, he would hate me for saying this, but I am a bit younger than Stephen. And I've always felt quite a lot younger than Stephen. And I think the age difference was quite important. But and also he's taller and he's more somber and he handles the long words better.
You've heard of limpets, Jeeves? The gastropod mollusk of the genus Patella, noted for adhering tightly to rocks, sir.
Exactly, Jeeves. Well, this blasted Pershaw seems to be noted for adhering tightly to Worcesters. I can't get rid of the blighter just as I'm about to click with some toothsome filly. Up pops Motty Pershaw to enliven proceedings by standing at my elbow like a wet weekend in Chalfont St. Giles.
The Fry and Laurie double actors range from the Cambridge Footlights to a BBC review show, with talk of a future Sherlock Holmes-Dr. Watson partnership. Do they deliberately set out to do all their work together?
No, we don't sort of go around in that way at all. We're just dying to get rid of each other. We keep getting stuck. I found I was offered Jeeves and said who's playing Bertie, and then they told me bloody Hugh Laurie. I've been trying to get rid of the man for years. Pointless hanger-on. Absolutely nothing to recommend him.
It does him good every now and then to have a run around the park, see what it's like out there, cold, unwelcoming, without me at his side. But best of luck to him, I say. He'll come grovelling back.
Pardon me, sir, but this article appears to have found its way into our luggage.
Yes, rather snappy, eh? I bought it at Bates.
I am surprised, sir.
Oh, come off it, Jeeves. I told them I was going to New York and they came up with the goods.
No mention was made of a carnival or fancy dress occasion, sir?
Jeeves, it's a perfectly good hat. I shall be the Beau Brummel of Broadway.
Social Eye next week, of course. Jeeves and Bertie walk down Broadway this Sunday at 8:45 on ITV.